So these are the coordinating conjunctions. So compound sentence is nothing but is a sentence that connects two independent clauses, typically with a coordinating conjunction, like these examples that I just shared, FANBOYS. Okay. So they are best for combining two or more self-sufficient and related sentences in a single unified one. So एक sentence में जो join करता है, that is a compound sentence here. So basically, it's not very complicated to understand a compound sentence. Like for example, you say, I have a pet dog, for example, and his name is Sky, for example, or whatever, Fluffy, for example. Okay, so that when I am talking about these two sentences, they are independent clauses, like I have a pet, okay, and then I'm connecting that with the pet's name. So they are of the equal grammatical rank. So that's why we call those coordinating conjunctions, because they join sentences, clauses of equal grammatical rank. So here, that's exactly what it mentions here. That note that we sometimes use suffix ever to make compounds from some of these pronouns. Some of these, not all, depends on the sentence, of course. So here in this case, whoever would want to do such a nasty thing here, forget it. That's not the one here. There's no example given here as such. But here we can probably use it for other things. Like, for example, let's say whatever. Let's say what is the example given here? Yeah. Suffix ever. Okay. Whatever he wants. Say so you can use any of the coordinating conjunctions that are typed here to basically make a compound sentence. So I can't think of a sentence right now, but that's what basically this slide is talking about. It also is talking about the suffix and the, I don't think it's talking about the prefix. Yeah. So we add ever. Yeah. So whoever, whatever, whichever, then there is one which is whatsoever. What is the meaning of the word whatsoever? Can someone tell me what is the meaning of whatsoever? This is used to emphasize. Like, for example, if I say, I have no doubt whatsoever. What is the meaning of the sentence?
Sir, I'm not bothered of anything.
Yeah. So, yeah. But whatsoever is an adverb. Okay. Just to give you an example, it's an adverb. Like one more, I'm not bothered of anything. That is correct. So when I say I have no doubt whatsoever, basically means I don't have any doubt whatsoever. I think this is perfectly fine. Okay. Whoever obviously is a pronoun. Example here, whichever is also fine. What is the meaning of whichever? Can someone give me an example with whichever?
Can I say, sir?
Kuch bhi, like, yeah.
Sir, for example, if some guests come to my house, then if I ask them like, what do you want, tea or coffee, then they can say like whichever.
Whichever is fine. Yeah. Anyone else with another example? Guys, I want others to speak as well. Please speak. I'm asking a question. Please speak.
Yes,
Please
sir.
participate.
May I?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
You can buy any one shirt, whichever you like.
तो इसको आप रिफ्रेश कीजिए. आपने रिपीट किया ये repetition. You are trying to say you can, इसको simple कर दीजिए. You can buy whichever shirt you want.
Shirt you want.
ये सही सेंटेंस है. तो आपने जो मतलब सिमिलर सेंटेंस को थोड़ा repetitive था, उसको you can just make it a little more concise. Succinct. We discussed the topic the other day. So you can buy whichever shirt you want. Okay. So yes, whichever can be used in this context. Choose whichever brand you prefer. Like same example, you can buy whichever shirt. Here you can also say choose whichever brand you prefer. Okay. What is the other one given here? Whatever. Give him whatever he wants. Okay. Whatever is a very straightforward one. There's one more. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever he said, it is not true.
इसको आप you can say whatever he said isn't true. Yes, you
Isn't
can
true.
say
Yeah.
yes.
Isn't true.
Not true ki jagah pe, whatever he said isn't true. That's a better way of asking this. Okay.
Sir,
Anyone else has any other example? Yeah.
one more point is we use whichever when we have some options, and we use whatever when we don't have options.
No, we can also say whatever when you have options. In the same sentence, I can also say he can buy whatever he wants. This is also correct.
Oh, okay. Means I thought like this because, sir, for example, which movie you want to, what movie do you like? Without giving options.
No, but then you are giving an option, right? What movie do you like? Do you like action? Do you like
No, I'm
romantic
not giving
comedy?
options. I'm not giving options. I'm simply asking what movie do you like. But when in the case of which, I'm asking which movie do you like, A or B?
No, but which movie do you like is also an open-ended question. The person can answer whatever they want. So again, there's no choice per se. It's just a question you are asking about someone's preference about one movie. So either way, even if you ask which movie do you like or what movie do you like, it's kind of means the same thing.
Oh,
It's probably which is a little more specific about the name. But when you say what type of movie do you like or what movie do you like, I can say that I like action, I like thriller, I like romantic comedies, I like comedy, I like drama. So that is a genre that you're talking about. So that again is an open-ended question. So person can answer whatever they want, but the which movie will be a little more specific about the name of the movie. What type of movie or what movie do you like? What movies do you like? Then I can say I like action, I like comedy, I like drama, I like romance. So that will be more of the genre or the type of movie, which is specific to the name of the movie. So that's the difference. Okay. There's one more called whosoever. What is the meaning of whosoever? Which is a pronoun again.
can I say, sir?
Whosoever. Yeah.
Sir, whosoever means, for example, if I'm the boss of a company, if someone is waiting outdoor, like outside of the door, if the peon comes inside and he says like, sir, MLA is waiting for you, then I say, sir, whosoever, I don't care, let him wait.
Whosoever is actually nothing but a formal term for whoever. So it's a similar example. Your example, you can say whoever it is, I don't care. So it's actually the same word. It's just that it's a formal term and whoever is probably a little more informal. So whosoever is the formal term for whoever. Just remember this. It's the same word. It's just that this is informal. Like, for example, the person or people, who any person that is, when you want to emphasize in a question, whoever would want to make, like the example given here, whoever would want to do such a nasty thing. So this is a very informal way of asking. Formal way would be to use whosoever. Okay. So just remember that the meaning is exactly the same. One is formal, one is informal. Okay. Whoever is informal, a little more formal. Formal is whosoever. Okay. So that's simple, and that's the explanation. One more. Let's say. There's one which is called whichsoever, which is not very common, but it's a very old. There used to be a very, old text. If you come across, you'll find this word. It's basically an article for whichever. Okay, that is more common. There is a word called whichsoever, but not very commonly used. So just good to know information. But it's an old usage of the word whichever. Okay, again, whichever we just discussed. One more. I think that's basically covers most of the ones that we discussed. Okay, let's continue. Yes, Karthik, go ahead, read the next one.
Okay, sir. Second one, sir. Which keys are yours? Here, yours is a possessive pronoun, I think.
Here we are talking about the interrogative pronoun. So the focus is on the first word, which. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are talking about yours is a pronoun, which is basically here you are talking about something that belongs to you. But here we are highlighting the interrogative pronoun. So that's why which is the word which is more in place here. But again, yours is obviously a pronoun as well, possessive one. I asked you a question about a compound sentence. Yep. Your voice is not very clear, Soumya. Soumya, I cannot hear you. आपकी आवाज
मैं
clear
नहीं
नहीं
देख पा रही. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
We cannot see your
This-
slide, sir.
So disconnect and reconnect. Your voice is also not very clear, so maybe maybe your app is stuck on the previous page. Just disconnect and reconnect. I asked you a question about what is a compound sentence. What about a complex sentence? What is known as a complex sentence?
Can I say, sir? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, sir. Sir, a complex sentence is a subordinate conjunction. Like when joins an independent class and a dependent class, it becomes a complex sentence. Means in the complex sentence, there can be more than one dependent class also. But independent class will be only one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I was adding some learners. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Like a complex sentence can have one independent class and more than one dependent class. And we use subordinating conjunctions in complex sentences.
Very good. Which are not of equal grammatical rank. So that's why we use subordinating conjunctions like because, since, until to connect the clauses. So complex sentence with one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Okay. So like, for example, let's say, I mean, any of the words that you can, any sentences that you can join, any clauses that you can connect with subordinating conjunctions like because, since, until. There are so many subordinating conjunctions which you can use. So in your free time and when we do this topic, we'll discuss. So I'm just highlighting this, but we'll discuss in detail what is compound and complex sentence. So please go back. I want you all to do some research. I want you all to prepare some sentences, some examples, and do a bit of research on complex and compound sentences, so that when we discuss those, you at least have a basic idea. Okay, whenever we discuss it or during one of the grammar classes. So compound versus complex is a topic that we'll discuss soon. Okay, we'll soon discuss, but I want you all to go back and do a little bit of preparation and just go through the material and find what is the difference. Look at both the examples, look at what is the difference, try and use sentences where you can use coordinating conjunctions to join the compound sentences and also subordinating conjunctions to join the complex sentences. When we do the topic, we'll discuss in detail. So just
I have a
to
small
highlight that.
doubt. I have a
Yeah.
small doubt on a simple complex sentence. Sir, sometimes we can also combine two classes with relative pronouns, no, sir, in complex sentences.
I'll make a note and I'll answer this later. What is your question? Can you?
Like my doubt is like how to identify whether it is a relative pronoun or a subordinate conjunction. Like I often get confused. Like
Give me an example.
for example, when I think, sir, I think when is both a relative pronoun and a subordinate conjunction. I think.
So your
There are
question
some
is how to identify?
a relative pronoun and a subordinate conjunction. Like when it joins two clauses, I often gets like confused on this topic.
How to identify relative pronoun and subordinating conjunction?
How do I identify the difference between, because some words are like similar, sir. Both some words are both relative pronouns and subordinate conjunctions.
So that depends on the context of the sentence, right? So you are talking about the word when, right?
I forgot actually. I read so many
When can
few
be
days
used?
ago.
See, when can be used as an adverb. It can be used as a conjunction. Like, for example, when you use it as an adverb with time, when did you last see him? This becomes an adverb of time, right? Conjunction will be when you join. Like, for example,
Sir, here when did you last see him? It is a like pronoun now. Interrogative pronoun now.
It's an adverb. At what time? This is at what time. So it's an adverb of time here in this case. When did you last see him?
Okay.
Him.
Okay.
When did you last see him? When is the time that the speaker is referring to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
When you use it as a conjunction, you join. Like, for example, I loved history when I was in school, for example. Okay. This is at or during at that time. So here it will become a conjunction because you're joining two things. I loved history, one clause, when I was in school. So that's how you identify. So depending on what type of sentence it is, you can determine whether it's, whether it is used as this part of speech or that part of speech. When we do the topic, you can just highlight that. We'll discuss it in detail.
Like I can identify all the parts of speech, sir, but I sometimes get confused in identifying conjunctions.
See, there are words which can be used as a preposition as well as a conjunction. You need to determine
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
what part of sentence is it. I cannot give you a generalized, I can give you a general examples, but that depends on what sentence you come across. Then you figure out whether this is used as a conjunction or a preposition. So that depends. If you feel that the two words have been joined and connected together and it falls into the category of conjunctions, you can go with that. If you think, no, it's a preposition where it has a relationship with other words
Yes,
or
sir.
clause in a sentence, then you can use it as a preposition. So that depends, case to case basis. Okay?
We should have knowledge of so many things to identify conjunction.
Yeah, it's complex. Sometimes it's difficult to differentiate whether it's used as a conjunction or a preposition. But yeah, that with practice you can just
Yes, sir.
figure out what it is.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Let's continue. Suman, go ahead. Read the next one.
Okay, so the answer will be second one. Whom do I ask for at the desk?
Okay. There is a question on the chat. Please explain what is the meaning of the word syntax. Syntax is simple. It's basically nothing but how do you form sentences. So the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in a language is known as the syntax of any language. Okay. So
Can
that's
we
the
say
meaning of the word
rule?
syntax.
Uh,
Yes, sorry. What is the question?
can we say syntax means rule of something?
Yes, that's basically the arrangement of words and phrases. That's known as syntax. Yes. Every language has a syntax. Okay. It's nothing but how do you form sentences? That's the meaning. It's the linguistic elements, which are nothing but the words that you put together to constitute phrases and clauses. That's known as the syntax. Okay. All right. What is the question here? Whom do I ask for? What is the sentence here? Whom do I ask for at the desk? Yes. Why not who here in this case?
Yes, sir. We can use.
Can we use who? He says we can use. Anyone else? Why have they used whom and not who? Why have we used whom here, guys, and not who?
Because it is object, sir. I is the subject here. He is the doer. He is asking a question, and whom is a
मैं मतलब मैं किसी को मिलने जा रहा हूं, मतलब मैं किसी ऑफिस में जा रहा हूं, लेट्स से फॉर अ मीटिंग, ठीक है? तो मैं किसका नाम लूं डेस्क पे, किसके बारे में पूछूं? क्या आई हैव कम टू मीट दैट पर्सन हियर इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So you're right. I am the one who is asking the question. So I will be the doer. That person will be the receiver of because I'm asking about that person. So that person in essence is the object. However, in informal, we just discussed. Now it's very common to ask, who do I ask for at the desk? That is also fine. It's not incorrect. But if you want to go by the grammar rules per se, logically, this is the right question. Whom do I ask for? Because you are the person who is asking the question. It's not that person who is asking a question. आप किसी के बारे में किसका नाम मैं लूं वहां पर डेस्क पर जाके, and then I'll meet that person. So that person will become the object because he is receiving that, and you are the person who is the doer in this case. So that's why whom is more appropriate. If you want to, ignore the informal ways, or now that it's become very common to use who, if you want to try and stick to the basics of the language, because we are learning the language, we keep learning the language, try and stick to the basics. This will help you. And this will ensure that you don't get confused. So if you come across a question like this, and let's say यहाँ पर कोई option नहीं दिया होता, and if you answer who, I will say that your answer is right, but I'd prefer to answer, I'd prefer that you select the option whom. Even if there was no option given here, I would prefer if you say, whom do I ask for at the desk? So make it a habit. We should always try and practice the good things, right? So as per the rules, try and practice this. It's a good practice. So you remember it and you'll not get confused. Otherwise, if you just use who for everything, there is a possibility that you'll make a mistake when there actually you cannot use who and you have to use whom. So try and differentiate between who and whom. And whenever you're supposed to use whom, use that rather than using who. Okay. So good explanation. Here, whom is appropriate object here in this case. Okay.
Sir,
Good.
Sir, one doubt, sir. So which word is preferable in indirect questions? For example, could I know whom should I meet? Or could I know who should I meet?
So, again, who is the person who is doing this? So here, rather than could, it should be, may I know whom? So question is, may I know whom should I meet? It doesn't sound right. There's some mistake with the sentence.
Sir, just one question. Like instead of using whom directly, I mean, sometimes we also used to say to whom do I ask for at the desk? To whom? So,
Sorry, what is the sentence?
I mean, sometimes we also use like to whom do I ask for at the desk?
No,
Or
that
may I
is
know to whom I need to, check with for this case?
तो for का usage आपका गलत है. आपको for निकाल दोगे तो आपका sentence grammatically सही है.
Can I use to? I mean, to whom?
You can say to whom do I ask at the desk?
Okay.
ये सवाल सही है. This is right. You remove
Okay.
for is not needed here. मैं desk पर किससे पूछूं? So to whom do I ask at the desk? But इसका
Okay,
meaning अलग होगा. इसका meaning change हो जाएगा. It is not same. It is not similar to the meaning given here. Here the meaning is मैं किसके बारे में पूछूं. मतलब मैं desk पर जाके किसका नाम लूं कंपनी में से कि मैं किसको मिलने आया हूं. ये जो आपका जो सवाल है उसका मीनिंग चेंज हो जाएगा. आपका सवाल है टू whom do I ask at the desk? मतलब डेस्क पर 5 लोग हैं. मैं डेस्क पर किससे पूछूं? ये आपका मीनिंग होगा इस सेंटेंस का.
Okay.
So the meaning will change. Karthik, what was your sentence?
Actually, sir, this is a direct question, no, sir. So we, according to the rules, we are supposed to use who instead of whom. So my question is, can we use who? Sorry, can we use whom in indirect question? So may I know whom should I meet? For example, I'm asking this question at the reception. Like, may I know whom should I meet?
So you want to ask an indirect question with whom?
Yes, sir. Means
I don't think so.
should we use whom here or who here? I have a doubt.
You should use who, according to me.
Who, sir? WH.
Yes.
Okay.
But let me see. We'll try and form a question. What was your question? Just for
May
Say-
I know who should I meet or may I know whom should I meet?
in that case, I think whom would be fine. I know whom. So in this particular sentence, it should be just a minute. You are the person who's going to meet someone, right?
Sir.
So in this case, whom would be appropriate according to me? Like, for example, when I say, to whom did you speak? We don't say to who did you speak, right?
Yes, sir. Or we can also say who did you speak to?
Who did you speak to is fine. You can rephrase the question, that is fine. But when you say, or let's say, with dash did she go? With dash, with
whom? With whom?
With whom did she
Because here it is an object of preposition.
go? Yes, correct. So here it should be, rather than saying with who did she go, it should be with whom did she go. Okay. So the preposition here in this case would be with. Right. So with whom did she go? Okay. So yeah, I see that depends. Again, I'm not sure whether you can use it with the indirect question. I think you can use it as long as the part where the person is receiving the action is the object of the preposition or the verb. If that fits your question in the indirect question, then you can probably use it. Otherwise, you cannot. So that depends. Indirect questions are, but generally it's like indirect questions are
politeness.
worded like statements, not like questions. So that again depends.
Yes, sir.
So that depends. But generally, when you are question, so if your sentence, it's worded like a sentence, not a question. So you need to figure out what is the question. If you can think of any indirect question like that, then let me know. We can discuss it.
So actually, the reason why I asked this question is, so why are we not using whom here? Because means according to the rules of grammar, we need to start a sentence with the subject. So we cannot start any sentence with object. So that's why we are using who here. But in the case of indirect questions, it is not coming at the beginning of the sentence. It is coming in the middle of a sentence. So I got a doubt whether we can use whom there instead of who.
Okay, I understand that, but yeah, again, because indirect questions are like statements, you need to see
Yes,
what exactly is the statement that you're trying to form, and then accordingly figure it out. Like, because whom is used as the object of a verb or the preposition, like, so that's why you'll need to see. But in modern English, people generally prefer who instead of whom in most, conversations. So that, yeah, see if you can come across a question like that, we can maybe discuss that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's continue. Vishaka, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir. These girls are so pretty. One of your sister. Which one is your sister?
The sentence here, these girls are also pretty. Who won?
Which one?
One? Yeah, well, obviously, which one? That cannot be who won, which one's correct. Ajanta, go ahead, read the next one.
Sir, you seem to use both your hands for eating. Which do you write with?
Sentence here, you seem to use both your hands for eating. Is ambidextrous.
Sir, can we say that here, as there are options, we are supposed to use which instead of what? Like hands, two hands. In the previous sentence, girls, some girls.
What here will not make any sense. What do you write with will become an object. Here it's asking about the hands here. So two options here. Which one? This one or that one? So yeah, it's not an option. It's just a choice between. He's just giving a choice. Which one? First, the left or the right one. So if you use what do you write with, then it is either a pen, pencil, object. But here it's a choice between one or two. That's why he's using which here in this case.
Okay.
Just a minute. A minute. Okay. Yes, Karthik, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir. What did you say? I couldn't hear you at all.
What did you say? I couldn't hear at all. Suman, go ahead, read the next one.
So the answer will be second one. Whom did you give the book to?
Whom did you give the book? Whom did you give the book to? So second one is appropriate here. Kisko diya? Kisko aapne book di? Whom did you give the book is, and here it says, whom gives the book?
Yeah, I think first one is also correct, no?
It's not incorrect, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but here the problem would be if you don't use, you need to use to here because there is the expressing the motion, giving from one hand to the other, one person to the other. So that's why the second one is appropriate here in this case. You should ask whom did you give the book to. So in certain sentences like these, it's always preferable to use to in these sentences. Yeah, because it's a movement that you're expressing from one person to the other person. So that's why, whom did you give the book to? I gave the book to XYZ person. Aapne kisko kitab di? Kise kitab di? Okay. Second one is preferable in this context. Manju, go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir. Sir, whom do you suggest we nominate for class president? But I choose wrong.
Yeah, here it will not be to whom. Here it says, whom do you suggest we nominate for the class? Matlab, look at it like a third person. You and I are having a conversation, okay? And then we are asking about someone else. We are discussing about someone else. So whom, that third person will become the whom here in this case. Whom do you suggest we nominate for class president? Matlab, hum kisko nominate kare for a class presidency. Vishaka, go ahead, read the next one.
Thomas. Who is standing next to Thomas?
Ajanta, go ahead, read the next paragraph.
Yes, sir. Today I was getting ready to go to the movie theater. I thought to myself, what is playing at the movies this afternoon? What I wanted to see was a comedy, and I was glad to see that the movie which was playing was one of my favorites. The underlined what is an interrogative pronoun, but in what I wanted to see, what is not an interrogative pronoun. It is a relative pronoun.
Exactly. So this is how we differentiate. Exactly what I mentioned earlier. When it relates to what with the comedy, it's talking about the genre of the movie, which will be the exact name of the movie. So that's the difference. Here, basically what they're trying to explain is, this is how you need to determine. Like in the first part where it says what is playing at the movies this afternoon, okay? What is an interrogative pronoun? But in what I wanted to see, it is a relative pronoun, because what I wanted to see relates to that type of movie, which is what comedy in this case that the speaker wanted to watch. So what I wanted to watch here refers to the genre of the movie, which movie would mean the first part of the sentence, what is playing at the movies this afternoon, what is playing at the cinema, what is playing at the theater, what is playing in the auditorium, what is playing in the movie, they all mean the same. When you use the word movies at the movies, it resembles to the movie theater that the speaker is referring to. In the second part of what I wanted to see, it is a relative pronoun because it refers to the type of movie that the speaker wanted to see, which is the comedy in this case. Okay. Ajanta, go ahead, read the next one. We're almost at the end.
Dash will be coming to the party. Who will be coming to the party?
Yeah, who will be coming to the party is appropriate. Here you cannot say whom. Whom will be coming to the party just doesn't sound right. Is also obviously not right. Who will be coming to the party? Party mein kaun aayega? So here we are talking about the subjection. In this case, who are the people who are going to grace the party? Okay. Manju, go ahead, read the last one.
Yes, sir. There is a car right outside our house. Whose is it? Second one, sir. Whose is it?
There is a car right outside our house. Whose is it? Possessive one. Okay, so whose, kiski, belonging to someone. So here you are using it as a possessive one, but because there's a question here in this case, you would ask it as a question here. Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
we discussed the pronouns. So just an update for Monday. I will be in all likelihood taking one class on Monday, which is at 4 p.m. the same one. 2 p.m. I have some commitment, so we'll probably see each other on Monday. I will confirm. Obviously you'll see on your schedule, but just to inform you, do not have a session at 2 p.m. on Monday. So 4 p.m. we'll catch up if I do take the session, which in all likelihood I will. So the topic for Monday again is the continuation of the pronouns that we just did. But just give me a minute. I will tell you all what topic is it. If it is not pronouns, then I'll just, so that you all can just prepare. I think probably have a relative pronouns. Yeah. So relative pronouns obviously is an interesting topic. We just highlighted that as well. So we'll do that. If you have any questions, just be prepared. Relative pronouns, we'll try and discuss as many examples and with questions or exercises as possible. So just prepare on that. And as I shared earlier, I want you all to go back and spend some time on complex and compound sentences, types of sentences, basically complex and compound sentences. Whenever we do this topic, at least you all will have some sort of an idea. Be prepared whenever we discuss this. Try and make some sentences using the pronouns that we learned. Also, when you are practicing those compound and complex sentences, try and make some sentences of your own so that you can be more confident and you know what we are discussing whenever we do that topic. Okay. So have a great weekend and I'll see you guys on Monday. Mostly yes. And enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Take care and keep practicing the topics that we did in this particular week. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care, guys. All right.
Thank you, sir.
And your leaderboard here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Sir, have you changed your display picture on social media platforms to Indian flag?
Oh yeah, no, I have a flag at home, but I am not very active on social media, to be honest with you. So the picture that I had from the time I created the FB profile is still the same. So I'm not very active on social media, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'll change that. Thank you for reminding me. Actually, in fact, the background picture is already the flag one, so I actually don't need to change it. So I've already kept it from the time I
Sir,
created. Yeah.
Sir, you can also like put your like pic where which means where you wear that Indian jersey. On Indian jersey also there is a flag, no Indian flag.
Yeah, exactly. You are right. On Indian jersey also. In fact, my Facebook picture already has that, which I've not changed from the time I created it. So yeah, I'm already prepared for it. All right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
everyone. Welcome to the class, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you so much for waiting, everyone. Chaliye, we will start. Good evening. Abhay, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible,
I
ma'am.
think there is some problem.
Yes,
Today is a new topic, ma'am.
I hope I'm audible, guys.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I think there is some problem with the audio. Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I think I'm audible now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for waiting. Actually, I started my laptop and it started updating. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for waiting. We will begin without any further ado. Welcome to the class, guys. Good evening.
Ma'am,
Srinivas.
you look so tired.
I was actually like packing and all. So that's why maybe.
Ma'am, I think you should have a car driver. Like you always go from one place to another.
No, I'm just going on vacation. Nishat, yes, thank you so much, Nishat. Good evening, everyone. Abhay, Amit, I think Abhay is not audible for some reason. Okay, chaliye. Siddharth, I think it's Siddhratul, right? Siddhratul, if you want to speak, then you will have to be a pro learner, okay? And for that, what you will have to do is you will have to take the pro learner kind of like subscription. So I'm just sending the pro invite link in the chat box. If you want, you can check it out, okay? And for the others, we will begin quickly. Without
Day after like yesterday, some people didn't get chance.
Yes, I know. I'll give them the first chance.
Including me.
Don't worry, I'll give you the first chance.
Good
I have
evening,
the
ma'am.
names. Good evening, good evening. The names of the people are Shobha Kartik, Amit Zishan, Mamta Shailendra, and Neha. Okay. 1 second, let me just share the screen. Kartik, you can start maybe if you want.
Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, I think we can start. 1 second. Can you see the screen?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can start with the topic that you wish to speak on.
I think this is not the slide because
Isn't this the slide?
you have just ticked my name, ma'am. Or
Oh,
before
no, not the names, not the names. The topics are same, right? Okay.
Ma'am, please add my name, ma'am.
Yes, I'll add just 1 second. Let me just write the names. Kartik, you can, in the meantime, you can start, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So what will be your topic, Kartik?
Second one, effects of social media.
Okay, effects of social media. All right, you can begin.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're clearly audible. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So many people think that social media is bad for us, but today I want to mention only the positive aspects of social media. So, social media is one of the biggest platforms of advertising. Uh, like we can say that for small businesses, it is kind of a boon. Means small businesses do not have that much of a budget to promote their business on newspapers or television or etc. and some other places. So that's why means they are resorting to these social media platforms where they can promote their business for free. Means they can even create their own channel and they can promote there. And even for big businesses also, it has become a kind of alternate advertising platform apart from the regular platforms like newspaper, televisions, or hoardings where we see near traffic signals and all. Like it has become an alternate advertising platform. Yeah. Second point is it's a kind of alternate income. Like so means if we observe like during COVID pandemic, so many people have lost their jobs. So that time, like especially teachers have started so many YouTube channels, and even they clicked also very well. And I know some teachers actually they used to like conduct the tuition classes after their school or college hours. That time they used to earn around 10,000 per month. Um, but once they started a YouTube channels, they are earning that amount for every 2 videos. That means for less time they're earning more. Means they are spending less time on social media, but earning more than they used to earn like offline. Even we can say that many introverts or housewives who don't want to go outside to work, like or simply like showing their skills on social media and earning good amount of money. It is also beneficial for students. Like nowadays we if we observe like so many things we are able to learn for free on social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, like but in earlier days they need to go to some institute where they had to pay so much of fees for learning, I think. Yeah. And one more point for students is they can even share their PDF files of any books or even their class notes or even some pictures also. Like, yeah, it is very beneficial for students, social media platforms. And one more point is uh, in earlier days, like means so many people used to say like we used to go to every director's house or even film cities for movie offers. But nowadays, like because of these social media platforms, they are able to make some short films, and with that because of those short films, they're able to show their skill to the people. And because of this because means so many people, so many directors like and producers are noticing their skills and giving them chances, yeah, without any experience also. It means in earlier days they used to ask experience like where did you work before. Like, have you worked as an assistant director or have you acted in any movies. But now because of these short films and all, they're getting chances in big movies directly. I even know one short film actor became a big hero in like in Telugu film industry. And actually, earlier days, if you want to get any information related to travel, food, or any like even for products like TVs and even for clothes also, means we used to ask our friends like who went to that shop or means so many means, or we used to read some articles or newspapers to know about that thing. But now because of social media, we are means able to know the correct review of that product. Yeah, especially means like movies. We if we observe nowadays, after the means on the same day of release, I means every means we can see a lot of reviews related to that movies. And like even we can see a lot of travel videos, so where we means everything is readily available. If we just go with that information, we can happily enjoy our vacation. Yeah. And I and one more thing is so many introverts actually are becoming extroverts because of this kind of social media platforms. So if you observe, like introverts cannot express their feelings freely like extroverts, and even they cannot like socialize. Um, so because of these kind of social media platforms, they're able to chat with the people uh, like all over the world. So with this kind of interaction, they're becoming they're getting a feeling like yeah, we can express our feelings freely. So and also means once they become close with their friends on social media, means they're going outside for parties. And yeah, uh, we can also say that many people who are facing depression problems, like these kind of platforms are making means helping them to come out of their problems. And one more thing is especially some people who are retired from their jobs are learning so many things on social media platforms. And even they are like means for actually the thing is nowadays their own children are not even caring them. And means so that time they feel lonely. So that time actually they are resorting to this kind of social media platforms to get rid of their loneliness. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice. I think Karthik has prepared today, right?
What, ma'am?
Have you prepared today?
Like small like starting points, I can say.
Little bit, right? Very nice. Very nicely spoken,
Not
Karthik.
lines, ma'am. Not lines. Like starting
Like a
points.
few points, right? Very good. Well done, Karthik. It was such a nice speech. It was such a nice discussion. Very well done. Because you see, we mostly do focus on the negative aspects of social media, but if it can be used correctly, not only is it like beneficial or good, it's actually a very, very good source of income. It can be a very good source of income. So what you were talking about is social media marketing, which is a huge thing right now, especially among the youngsters. And people are doing social media marketing as their part-time jobs, and they are earning pretty well. So that can also be counted. Very nice, very well spoken, Karthik.
Actually,
Thank you. Yes.
I didn't read from anything, ma'am. Actually, what I did is I wrote some points like for example, first point advertising. I wrote only advertising point. So with that
Right.
point, I elaborated my speech.
Very nice, very nicely done. Seriously, it was really, really good. I think you were missing a few points in the last few days. You were like getting a little, what to say, I don't know, foggy in the head. But now you have spoken very well, very well. Thank you
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much, Karthik. Okay, then after Karthik, we have Amit. Amit, would you like to speak? I can't see Shobha. So, Amit, would you like to speak?
After Subha, you will speak. After Subha.
Shobha is not there really. Then after Mamta. Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am,
All
I
right.
want to like to speak, but
Okay,
now
Srinivas, I'll
there is
write
no.
down. Yes, I'll write your name. Don't worry, Srinivas. Okay. Chaliye. Then Mamta, would you like to speak? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mamta. Good evening, Mamta. What will be your topic?
Good evening, ma'am. So, ma'am, my topic will be India in 2050.
Okay, India in 2050. Let's start, Mamta. Very good topic.
Yes, ma'am. So, as we are standing at the end of 2022, and
2050 is also 21st century. So we are in 21st century. But and at the end of 2022, we all know that we have developed a lot of technologies. We have uh, we have improved in the technology field, in the technology sector. Our country has improved it. Uh, we have developed various technologies in defense sector, in normal in home appliances also. We can see that we have now smart homes and we have smart cars. Vehicles are also smart. I can say that our homes are also being smart. They are being developed. They are being renovated and being uh, being built using technology. Like we can open and close the, turn on and off the lights, fans by using a remote or by sensors. We can
Even with
also,
our voice.
yes, even with our voice, and also now we can uh, cut curtain. We can also हम curtain बंद करने और खोलने को क्या कहेंगे?
Curtain. Open and close the curtains.
Open closes. Okay.
Yes, curtains के साथ हमेशा open and close होगा. Okay, so we can open and close the curtains.
I thought there would be some another word.
No, एकदम simple. Open and close.
Okay. So we can also open and close the curtains. The curtains automatically opens and closes by using sensors. Like when there is sunlight, so the curtains opens, and when it gets dark outside, the curtain automatically closes. So we have this technology in our homes. We have automatic locks, fingerprint locks, password locks, even sensor locks that assumes the sensor sees us that the owner of the house is there. Then the locks opens. Otherwise, it will not open if it is anyone else other than the owner. So we have so much technology. We have technology in the vehicles, like uh, it was previously built. It was built even 5 6 years ago that the cars can open with a remote, with a key, with a button in the key itself, from 5 to 10 meters distance. Also, we have several features in the cars and other vehicles. We have developed metro. Like metro was introduced in India, um, even even 10 to 15 years ago, which was a really great evolution for our country in public transportation. Also, moreover, we can say that this was only vehicle sector. Like India is going to build the bullet train tracks. Also, we are going to have bullet trains in nearly 2 to 3 years from now. We will be traveling in bullet trains. So we are developing a lot of technologies. We are heading towards a completely different world. So I can say that in 2015 we will have uh, much more uh, exposure to those technologies which we could not think even 2 3 years ago. Even now, I could not think those technologies that we will be exposed in 2050. We can have the robots. The robots will be like helpers in our homes. They will be driving for us. We have driverless cars now, but it's not possible in India that the roads are so that in India we have so much traffic on the roads. So that's why driverless cars can't be introduced in India. But when the government will do some work, and when we'll have less traffic on the roads, roads will be safe for the driverless cars, then India will have, I think, in 2040, India will have driverless cars on its roads. Moreover, the cars will be flying cars. We will have flying cars. We all know that Google is building a flying car. Google was testing it in I think in this year itself in 2022. Google was testing a flying car. It was a small car. I don't remember its name, but I saw a video on YouTube that Google was testing a flying car. Also, Tesla is trying to build a flying car. We are heading towards to moon. SpaceX and ISRO, NASA. We are all these all space organizations are ready to go on the moon, and in 2015 we don't know that if we will be sitting on a chair on moon and having tea or coffee and enjoying the enjoying the scenery on the moon or on the Mars. So, and we will be traveling, all of us will be traveling to moon, to Mars, like SpaceX is doing on. So that's all.
Okay, very nice, Mamta. And yes, but it's not moon, it is mostly Mars, right? Musk is actually pretty obsessed with Mars. So he is trying to make space travel, what to say, affordable. So that is his goal, basically. I don't know whether it will be done within 2050 or not, but definitely very interesting to see what will happen. And very, very well spoken, Mamta. And I completely agree with you. Technology is developing so fast. And in India, I think what we will see is to be honest, not a lot of new technology, I think, but more like what is happening right now in the West and in the more developed countries, we will see in our country very soon. For example, I heard about the flying car that you were saying. I have heard about that Google and Tesla both are actually competing. And the other thing that I heard is like in Dubai or someplace, I don't really know, they are building a city that is basically just like a small narrow canal, and the entire city stretches over kilometers, and it's just a canal in which there are houses. So I found it very, very interesting. It looks so modern, like something out of a sci-fi movie. So let's see what happens, right? Mamta, you've spoken actually very well, but you just focus on the technological aspect. I think technology will rapidly grow, but along with that, like other things will also be a big problem, major problem. For example, the environment will be a major problem for India, handling environmental pollution and population as well. The population control needs to be done in India. So those things also are there. Very nice, very nicely spoken, Mamta. Very well done.
Everything
Thank
has
you.
pros and cons. Everything has pros
Yes,
and cons.
definitely,
I I
definitely.
I only talked. I could think about the pros, and I should also talk about the cons itself. But
Right, right.
I forgot
No,
about
but
it.
no, very nicely spoken, very positively spoken. But you know, like because of the environmental crisis that we are facing right now, people can do a little bit of things. But what they do is, if they are buying, like, let's say, a little bit of land, they will try and make a house on the entire land. They don't want to plant any trees around the house,
Yes.
which was very different in earlier days. Whenever our fathers and grandfathers, they used to buy plot, they first used to think, okay, we will plant trees all around the house and the house will be in the middle. So this mentality is changing, and because of that, the green cover of the earth is slowly diminishing. And like forests are being cut down, wo to hai hi. But even on a very small level, these things are also happening. Okay, very
So,
nice, very nice.
government
Yes,
has regulations. And the government has regulations that you have to build the house from this leaving this plan leaving this land, this amount of land, and you can build the house on the rest of the land. But people don't follow
yes,
those
exactly. That is the
regulations. They
entire
build
point. People don't
land on
follow, you know, and even if they have like a patch of land, I have seen lots of people having patches of land. They don't plant any big trees there because what happens is if you have big trees, it attracts insects and all, and people don't want that hassle. So again, a very pessimistic approach, to be honest. But very well spoken, Mamta. Very nicely done. Thank you so much.
tomorrow.
Very
I'll
nice.
talk about the cons.
Okay, not tomorrow, Mamta, on 21st. I'm coming back on 20th, so I'll see you guys on 21st. Those who are joining now, please remember 13th to 20th is off from my side. Okay. Chaliye. So Amit will be speaking next. Yes, in the next.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Yes, Amit. What will be your topic? Amit, are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am. Social effect of social media.
Effects of social media. Okay, let's start.
Yes. Effects of social media is ma'am are media are advantage and disadvantage. Like, but I would like to speak about first. I would like to speak about advantage. Then I will speak this. So advantage of social media, like so many people use social media as a business purpose. Like they also make some video, ma'am, make or create, ma'am, make some
Create,
video
make,
or
both are
create some
correct.
video, ma'am.
They create videos, they make videos, both are correct.
Okay.
Absolutely correct.
Okay. Make some video or click some good photos of scenario or location or anything. Then they send on social media and earn money from social media. And other also, so many people learn from social media. Like we can watch so many video on social media about how to do yoga and how to learn English and also grammar related, and so many video on social media. And our hello classes students have also created group for practice on Telegram app. And so that kind of activities are lots of benefit, so many for students. And we can uh, get we can solve solution, we can solve problem for in our group on Telegram. And so many businessmen also share them product on social media, and they also run their business and so on social media. And motivational share them short video or a long video, and some put some video on social media, and they are also learn good amount from social media. And if we have some confusion about anything, then we search on YouTube channel or like anywhere on social media, so we can find solution on social media. So lot of advantage of social media, but so many people like disadvantage. So I would like to speak about social media. 1 minute.
Yes, sure. Absolutely correct, Amit. And
Yes.
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
please continue.
And yes, and disadvantage, ma'am. Social media's disadvantage are so many people kill their time on social media. Like if they have no work, so that time their time use only watch entertainment video. And social media is detriment. Like ma'am, right? Detriment. DET.
Detrimental. Social media is detrimental. Adjective.
Detriment. Yes. Detrimental for a student, because of they also kill their time on social media. And teenager also, they have no more, whenever they have no more uh, no more knowledge about sorry, they have no more about knowledge about social media. So uh, about how to use, like whenever they want to share some video or photo, so that time they go to everywhere, like danger place and on wheel or river front, river bank, and that type location, many younger children lost them their life and ma'am, they also ride fast bike, and that time they want to share their video about like they also ride fast, and that time them attention on only speed, like only on meter, but they don't know about front of them what happened. So that time teenager lost their life. So okay, ma'am, that's all, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Many teenagers lose their life, right? Loss तो हमारा नाम हो गया, lose हमारा verb
Yes.
है.
Yes.
Okay, very nice, very well spoken. Amit, really well done. Absolutely correct points, दोनों ही तरफ है. And I think especially if you're growing a little bit, if you're a little grown, if you're an adult, I think social media can help you, definitely. But if you're in the teenage years, that is the time when social media really harms a person. So that I think is very important. Very nice, Amit. Thank you so much for speaking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chaliye, after Amit, then we have Abhay. Abhay, would you like to speak? Yes, Abhay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening, Abhay. बताइए.
Yes,
What will
ma'am.
be your
Good evening.
topic?
Ma'am, I will speak 7 topic, ma'am.
Okay, are we really independent?
Are we really independent?
Okay, let's start.
Yes,
Abhay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am really independent in India, ma'am. Because, ma'am, I have power to speak, power to conduct the meeting, and I have right to address the gathering of people of India. And ma'am, I have a right to study reading, and I have getting a right to do any government job, and I have right to participate in government, and I have power to cast the voting, and I can change the government by the voting system. So I am independent, and India is our country. I have power to hoist the Indian flag also, and I can live in anywhere in India. I can purchase the land in any state and anywhere, and I can make the home house. So I am really freedom, man. I feel freedom because I have citizenship of our country. So I am really independent. I am freedom. I have
free.
freedom. Yes, ma'am. I am free. And ma'am, when India was ruled by the British government, that time I had no power to criticize the government and no power to cast the vote and participate in the government. And government, British ruler is his own government, and didn't give the power of the citizen of India no power of people to purchase the land in any where without permission of British government, and can't take a job and participate in the government without permission of British government. So really, I am free. I feel freedom, and I am independent. Ma'am, when British ruled on India of India, then that time our citizen of India when conduct any meeting, yeah, any addressing the meeting, then British government sought the people, shoot the citizen of India. That is a lot of example in India, like Jallianwala Bagh, 1999, 3rd April 1999 in Punjab. Then our freedom fighter conducting a meeting, then heard the British government, and his government fire, and lot of people died on the spot. Man. So that type of power I didn't have this power. So I am freedom. I feel freedom because every power, and in India constitute a संविधान में
Parliament.
our Indian संविधान जो होता है
Parliament, Abhay.
So I elect the member, and by the casting vote, and any person participate in the government and can make any member of parliament and member of the legislative council. So that time I have everything power, and I can voice the Indian government in anywhere in India. So this type of money, every required right of people is available that time, and this type of my right, every citizen have right to do anything in the country. So I think ma'am, I am independent right now, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Very well spoken, Abhay. Absolutely correct. Very nice. Very nicely done. Absolutely correct. The rights that we have now, we did not enjoy them in the British India. Bilkul sahi hai. Very nice. Okay, thank you so much, Abhay, for speaking. Thank you. Chaliye, after Abhay, then we have Tanisha. Yes, Tanisha, would you like to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Good evening. I'm fine. How are you, Tanisha?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you.
Great. Yes, what will be your topic? Bataiye.
Yes, ma'am. Why is speaking English so important?
Very nice. Okay, let's start.
Yeah, speaking English is very important nowadays because it's become a global language, and it help to any field, like if you are working any place, so it really help you in that your place. Like if you get chance to go out of the country, so if you know the language of English, so you can convey your message to another person, and you can understand others what they are means you can understand their languages. If you know
What
the
they are
English,
saying.
yeah, what they are saying, you can easily understand, and you can easily convey your message to others. It is really very very important for learning, and not only for office, not only for working people. It is important for them. Even it is also important for the women, children, and every person in this India. As I am married, and sometime I have to go in the school for PTM, and it's really make me happy if I start speaking with the teacher. And I feel that yeah, I'm feel proud to speaking with them. So it also give you confidence, and give you feeling give you confidence, and yeah, like make you happy to speak with others if you like to speak English. And really it's make your personality as well as Tanisha, आवाज कम करो. Make your personality as well as. But there is one important thing that many people learn English, and they wants to learn American accents, means another accents. And so sometimes we start speaking English, and other person also speaks English, so we are unable to understand what they want, what they are speaking. Here we should understand that if we are learning English, so we have to convey our message to other. If the person is able to understand what we are saying to others, and they are unable to understand, so means we are learning something, and we are able means we can share our views, ideas, and our culture and anything to others. So this is also a good way to accept others culture, and their yeah, their adopt their culture, and
Learn about their culture, right?
learn, sorry, not adopt, sorry ma'am, learn about their
Bilkul.
cultures and the new things. So it is also important. And yeah, in education is in private school every subject start in English, so the students must be learn English. If they learn English, so they will we can get good opportunity in their future. And they can easily crack the exams if they have good command in English, because all subject in, you can say, translate in English. So it is really very helpful for that, for the students learning new languages. And there are many scope if we learn new languages, means English. Yeah,
Very
ma'am.
nice. Okay,
That's
great, Tanisha. Amazing. Very well spoken. Okay. It completely resonates with what I believe. Bilkul, bilkul sahi baat hai. And that is why I always focus that don't speak in different accents. If you're living in India, speak in an Indian accent. That is completely fine. Your focus should be to speak correct English, right? It should not be on the accent. किस तरीके से बात कर रहे हैं उससे ज़्यादा important है कि क्या बोल रहे हैं. Okay, so very well
some
spoken,
people,
Tanisha.
ma'am, some people force that you have to adopt accent. I said that first of all I am basic and new learner, beginner. So first of all I have to make simple and correct sentence. If I am able to make correct sentence without any mistake, then I will take a next step for my pronunciation and yeah, another way. But first of all I have to make like simple sentence. If I directly reach on the essence and I am not making correct sentence and doing many mistakes, so what is the learning of my new languages? I think there is no benefit.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100% correct, Tanisha. I completely agree with you. I know a few, what to say, people who sell English courses or who are teaching English. They will always focus on this accent part a lot. You know what they will do is they will promise that I'll teach you English within like 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and very short time. 3 months, 6 months is still like a lot. They will tell you like I'll teach you in 4 weeks. Okay, and they will just focus on the accent. They'll tell you to change your accent continuously. So even when you're speaking incorrectly, they'll say, no, but you sound so nice. आपको लग रहा है सुन के कि आपको इंग्लिश आता है, राइट? सो दिस इज लाइक अ काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ tactics, and I completely like, I don't really like this process, because when you're speaking it should be correct, it should be tangible, something that people can understand, right? यही हमारा गोल होना चाहिए. Our goal should not be to speak like a particular person. It should be so that we can express ourselves clearly, so that we can learn the language properly, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
absolutely, very well spoken.
While speaking, ma'am, isn't all automatically we learn while speaking. We step by step we
Absolutely.
already learn. We don't go only means particular point, like we have to just learn accent, then we will learn
Absolutely,
other things.
absolutely. And not just that, we will always have an Indian accent because we don't speak in any other accent. हम India से है, obviously we will have an Indian accent. What do we have to focus on? We have to focus on the correct pronunciation. अब pronunciation जो है वो तो हर एक का same ही होता है, but accent हर country का अपना अपना accent होता है, हर region का अपना अपना accent होता है, right? So focusing on the accent is not the problem. You should focus on like what to say, the pronunciation, not the accent.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very
Thank
nice,
you,
very
ma'am.
nice. Tanisha, thank you so much for speaking. Very well spoken.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Chili, after Tanisha, Urvi, would you like to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Urvi. What will be your topic?
I want to go through the sixth topic, India in 2050.
2050. Okay, very nice. Let's start, Urvi.
Yes. Actually, Mamta has covered many topics, many points, but I want to add my opinion.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
How I visualize India in 2050. India is a developing country. India will be a fully developed country till 2050, and there will be equality in 2050. Every citizen in India is considered to be equal till then, and as our government is working a lot and bringing many new policies uh, for uh, for bringing many new policies to develop the backward classes and the people who are poor. And till 2050, there will be no poverty in India. I think so. And as the technology is developing a lot, the we will use a highly high technology in 2050, and India will stand in the top 5 uh, economically developed countries. This is my vision that how India will be.
Very nice. Very nice, Urvi. Yes.
Yes. And the education system, as now uh, we have learned the online education system, there will be online education system till 2050. And as many scientific there will be many scientific discoveries till 2050. Hence the study, hence the what is what we call it? Yeah, hence the study for students will be very hard till 2050.
Not study, education.
Yeah, the education will be very hard and very hard for the and there will be many wars till 2050, and India will be the peaceful country from that, as we know that we don't poke our nose in any war or any matter. Hence, we will be the peaceful country from that, and we will also be stable by economy, and India will be a well-developed country till then.
Very nice, Urvi. Just remember, not till then, by then. Okay, so India will be developed by then. India will be so and so by then. Okay, not till then. All right. Otherwise, very well spoken. Absolutely correct. बहुत अच्छे, like your ideas and your thought process is very nice. All right, keep it up, Urvi. Keep speaking. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I am not attending classes.
Yes, you were having exams.
Yes.
How were your exams? Did you do well?
Actually, till now, I have not done with it. From 18, it is going to start.
Okay. All the
But
best then,
I'm
Urvi, for your
ready for it.
exams.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Urvi, for speaking. Very nicely done. Thank you. Chaliye, after Urvi, then we have Srinivas. Srinivas, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Good evening, Srinivas. What will be your topic?
My topic is third one, ma'am. Why is speaking
Okay.
English important?
Okay. Let's start.
Ma'am, speaking English is important. So, I was staying at Pune, but today I was arrived my home, and when I was traveling the train, one person has a lot of experience in the 18 years of experience in this company, and okay, there is the mm, and he is no promotion in this company because he is not don't know he don't know in English. That's why the main problem. And I suggest I I am I did help the people. He had the hello install the Hello English app, and you daily you practice the primary course, mm, and
Yes,
then
very nice. Very nice, Srinivas.
I'll continue in 2 minutes. Please. Then
Okay. Yes.
attend the live classes. Okay. So, English is global language. English is the most commonly spoken language in the world. One out of five people can speak or at least to understand English. Studying English can help us get a job. English is the language of science, aviation, computers, diplomacy, and tourism. Knowing English increases our chances of getting a good job in a multinational company within our country, or of finding work abroad. Learning English can help you meet new people. English is the official language of 53 countries and is used as a lingua franca.
So it is used as a worldwide language. It is used as a global language.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, may I close the session? Speak? Because
Yeah,
time.
sure, no problem. Okay, Srinivas, practice a little bit more. Write down a few points, no problem. You can write down and then read. But what you said, very nice. Yes.
बंदा देखा था, मैं ट्रेन में ट्रैवल किया था, ओके, और उसको भी वो भी मैं चाहता था कि मेरे को इंग्लिश वजह से मेरा प्रमोशन नहीं हो रहा है, ओके, वो
I
मैं
understood. You don't have to explain in Hindi, Srinivas. I completely understood what you said. You were traveling in train with this guy while you were coming back home from Pune, right? And then you met him and he was not getting a promotion even after 18 years of experience in his office, right? And you told him to practice his English through the Hello English app. Yes?
already installed, but he don't use how it is work.
Okay, he doesn't know how to use it.
Yes.
But he already has installed the app.
Yes.
Okay, so you told him to first go with the beginners course and then like join the classes and do the live speaking, right? Very nice, very nice. Srinivas, you're speaking very well. Well done. Don't worry so much. Okay. थोड़ा और प्रैक्टिस कीजिए एंड सोचिए कोई टॉपिक अगर आपको मिल रहा है आप थोड़ा सा देख लीजिए क्या पॉइंट्स बोलना है नहीं बोलना है उसके हिसाब से बोलिए. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट. ओके.
मेरे को मैम वोकाबुलरी को प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है मैम। दिन में जितना भी टॉपिक पढ़ने के बाद ज़्यादा मैम वर्ड आ रहे हैं, तो इसको मैम सेंटेंस बनाने में ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा।
दिन में आप बस 2 या 3 वर्ड्स पे ही फोकस कीजिए। ओके श्रीनिवास, डोंट फोर्स टू मेनी वर्ड्स। अगर आप ज्यादा वर्ड्स ट्राई करेंगे तो कुछ भी याद नहीं रहेगा। सो ऑलवेज ट्राई विथ लाइक 2 वर्ड्स अ डे। कुछ नहीं, बस 2 वर्ड्स आप लीजिए दिन का, एंड आप सोचिए कि मैं आज इन दोनों वर्ड्स को जितने बार हो सके यूज करूंगा। So maybe 10-20 times, as many times as you can use, as many sentences as you can make. Okay, but just take 2 words, not more than that. If you focus, like if you narrow down your focus, तभी जाकर अच्छे से आप कर पाएंगे। All right. Okay, Srinivas, keep joining the classes, keep practicing, और भी बोलिए, आपका confidence build होगा. If you're speaking, your confidence will be like, it will start building. Okay, and along with that also speak in front of the mirror. Mirror के सामने भी बात कीजिए. Okay, Srinivas. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I'll see you guys on the 21st. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Bye-bye. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Johnny ma'am.
Thank you.